right, man. Cooking one up early in the morning, man. Now, apparently, people are making a big deal out of Michigan's soft non-conference schedule this season. I was just listening to it on 97 on the ticket. It reminded me, somebody on Twitter was talking about it, and I'm just like, Alabama do it all the time. They schedule Texas because they didn't think Texas was back and competitive, and had Texas had Quinn Ayers, they would have lost that game, in my opinion. You know, Texas has been down in the barrel, and then you got to understand too the familiarity, with Nick Saban and Steve Sarkisian over there too. I think Steve Sarkisian was the OC in Alabama, and also he's the head coach, I believe, at Texas. But ain't nobody saying nothing about Michigan fucking State too. They ain't playing nobody neither. They don't say nothing about Alabama. A lot of these teams doing it now with the expanded playoffs coming. Maybe it won't be such a big fucking deal. All right, with the expanded playoffs coming. But in my humble opinion, I wouldn't even really trip about it. So, I was just thinking about that because somebody posted that question on Twitter the other day, and I'm glad that I was listening to 97 The Ticket this morning, and they was talking about it, like how to be cool and all. Everybody do it. Literally, Michigan State is playing Washington. We played Washington last year. You see what happened. So, there's just too much money involved to take risks. Now, you've seen Georgia Tech and Clemson play each other. You know what I'm saying? Georgia Tech, they transitioning out of that option offense. Who else you seen play each other? It's a number of teams. Georgia and Oregon played each other. Shout out to them. I would love to see better non-conference schedules. But let's not just point out Michigan. You look at Alabama do it every year. Look at Michigan State. Ohio State played Notre Dame this year. You got to tip your hat off to them. Now, Notre Dame, they took us off the schedule. So, that is what it is. I don't know if they still play Michigan State neither. I believe they still play Michigan State if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But, Ohio State, it looked to be a good win, but then Marshall beat Ohio State by more points than Notre Dame by more points than Ohio State. This ain't the Marshall with Chad Pennington or Byron Leftwich and Chad to Randy Moss neither. And you still get some of those upsets. Now people can start talking about Appalachian State upsetting Michigan. They went down to College Station to Texas A&M and upset them. So, it is what it is. And Texas A&M, I don't know what it is where they can't get it right. All this NIL money and high recruits that Jimbo Fisher got, he just can't get it right. I think they eliminated, bro. I think they eliminated after losing to Appalachian State. Virginia Tech lost to somebody too. So if more of that happens and expansion happens, then obviously you're probably gonna see more tough non-conference schedules, and it should be that way. College basketball a lot of times don't be bullshit. They go into them Christmas tournaments and Thanksgiving tournaments, and it is what it is. But you got to understand too, in all these sports, how you start ain't how you necessarily finish, and that's messed up in college football. Because you have a couple bad losses, and you finish hot, and you really are the best team in the nation. They gonna hold them couple losses against you. It's pretty much like March Madness, dude. And you lucky if you get some double elimination work in there. That's pretty much what it is. So, that's just something to think about real quick. That's something to really chew on. That's just something to really chew on, man. Think about, man, how they put these expectations on Michigan, but they don't call a spade a spade when it comes to Michigan State too. I understand Alabama, they're the platinum standard and all that shit, but they've been doing that shit for years at Alabama. For years. You know, but then again, you can point out that the SEC play is treacherous. That's what we can say. The SEC play is treacherous, and that'd be Urban Meyer. Jesus, there's rumors that he might be taking the Nebraska job, or jokes. I won't call it rumors, jokes. But I mean, that's what you hear. I mean, it's bananas, man. But I look at it from a standpoint of view as, man, call a spade a spade. Look what Michigan State doing, bro. You know, now Alabama, I get it. The SEC teams, I get it. But look at what Michigan State doing. And ain't nobody got a damn thing to say about Michigan State. And they beat us last year, and they should have went to the college football playoffs. Well, no, not the way Ohio State drugged their ass. Ohio State dog walked them. But that's my little rant real quick, man. Check out the College Sports Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the link tree. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple, I'm everywhere. So hit the link tree. You can find me there. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.